because she completed her high school at the age of 11. And we should not be surprised. Mozart wrote his music when he was at the age of 8. Why do we insist that we should go year by year to class by class if I can skip all the classes? Now this young lady is a practicing doctor at the age of 17. Why shouldn't this be the case for everybody? Why should we be 25 and 27 to become doctors? Because we have to go through that rigid system of education. So what I'm trying to say is quality has nothing to do with the time and sequence of events that the word has been used so far to. You will find a child who is more knowledgeable than his teacher now, who spent all his life studying because he is well connected and is able to get the knowledge he wants on the internet. In fact, I feel sorry for all our teachers, and I think they will have a harder time every year as years go by in this country, because we continue to insist on teaching the classic way or the traditional way. When a student comes to the class and he knows the up-to-date facts, whereas his professor or teacher, and by the way, we have the worst and lowest level of teachers who teach children in the elementary classes. And those children are the best students because they are born digital citizens. And they know more than teach their poor teacher who has to go home and wash the car and they pay the bills and do the shopping for the wife, and then he gets a spanking at home because he didn't do his shopping well. Whereas the student is all the time studying what he is studying. So I think that we have to realize that digital education is better education. And then take the example of all the digital dropouts, as I said, who became the leaders of the world.
Thank you. Let's now start taking questions. We'll take 5 questions at a time. Please mention your name and which club you're coming, and please be specific in the question so that we can answer all the questions. Yes. Do you need a mic? Can I have your name, please?
I think maybe no need for the mic.
Thank you, Dr. Talal, for this invigorating speech, which has really gave us alarm. I mean, this virtual intelligence and the machines, the robots, they will become more intelligent than human beings. This scares us, looks like these science fiction films where humans become slaves and they rule the world. Is this not nature?
Salbak al-ism, please, your name.
Yusuf
Rotary Club of Amman.
Okay. Another question?
Thank you. Okay, so this will be the last question, and I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Mike.
Where will humanities go within all these new technologies, new brains? Where will humanity go? The future of humanity.
طيب إذا فيش هلا أسئلة نأخذ إجابة دكتور على التنين. سؤال كان من يوسف.
Let me start with the easier question, the last question. I was speaking at the Muntada Shuman, and one of the ladies objected to my call for catching up with digital education. And she said, we used to go to universities. At universities, we meet our future husbands or our future wives. In fact, that's where I met my wife, myself. So I'm not against that. But I think in the virtual world you have better options and more selections. Noting that the information and telecommunication technologies will develop by the minute to make the contact with the other person as real as what we call the real world today. In fact, I skipped a lot of items in my speech. The future is going towards three-dimension printing. And that's not, when I spoke about three-dimension printing, I don't mean printing this. I mean printing everything. Everything will be 3 dimensions in future. And this is not theory. This is real life now. And all products will be 3-dimension printing. You will, you want to buy shoes, you will get the 3-dimension print out of your shoes, and you order it, and you don't have to go to Bali or to any shop. So this 3-dimension printing will make you see me the way you see me now in the virtual world. So the contact is there. Again, on one of the sessions I had on this issue, Bill Gates was asked the same question, and his answer was, by the way, sometimes people feel offended when I quote Bill Gates. Said, why are you quoting Bill Gates? I said, I'm sorry, but give me a better person to quote and I will. But Bill Gates, when he was asked about this human aspect, he said, please tell me, were we better human beings when we were in the Stone Age, living in caves, eating each other, killing each other for survival? Were we more sociable before the inventions of information and telecommunication technologies? The answer is no.